Okay. I'm going to head to the Los Angeles Rams. Marcus, are you listening to this? It's a guy that you hyped up that I, too, am going to hype up. It's Bobby Trees, Robert Woods. I'm going to take him over Cooper. Yes. One time for Robert Woods. Everyone. Now, I'm going to rock with him over Cooper Kupp for one reason and one reason only. Actually, multiple reasons, but I'm going to focus on one reason right now. It's because he can also run the ball. Cam Akers is out with a torn Achilles for the season. Robert Woods has that upside, though we know that Matthew Stafford has a huge arm and he can do those YOLO balls like Patrick mentioned earlier. Robert Woods is going to be dynamic. I think he's going to usurp Cooper Kupp yet again as he had in seasons past. Bobby Trees all day long.
Absolutely digging it. Well, me, like Bill Belichick, I am on to Cincinnati. I'm looking at that Bengals trio of wide receivers. And of the three, the one that I like best is actually Tyler Boyd. I think it's mostly because of the ADP value right now. We sort of get enamored with shiny new things. And so Jamar Chase is the shiniest, newest thing in the Bengals arsenal, followed by T. Higgins. Let's not forget, last year, Tyler Boyd led this team in targets. At one time, he was the heir apparent to A.J. Green. On a team that's going to throw the ball a ton, I still expect plenty of opportunity for Boyd, but you don't have to pay a higher draft price to get him. You can wait until the middle rounds and still have him available for you.
I'm going to talk about the pair in Seattle, guys. And you know the adage that Tyler Lockett is an inconsistent scorer. So it's got to be DK, right? Not for me, because I can get Tyler Lockett almost 30 picks later, and the memes just don't make sense to me. It's not like he wasn't trying to score late in the season. He's still a good football player who has a great relationship with Russell Wilson that has spanned the better part of a decade now. The two understand each other. The problems with the offense were with the offense. Tyler Lockett isn't Schrodinger's wide receiver or something. If he scores, it's because he's good and he could score against anybody. And so we'll see how that plays out in 2021. We're going to stick with the receivers here, but move a little bit further down the draft board because it's time to wake up for some sleepers. It's time for Unexpected Performance presented by EA Sports, Madden NFL 22. Kimmy, give us an under-the-radar wideout that you would like this year.
Ooh, I'm going deep sleeper here, but mark the name down. Marquez Callaway for the New Orleans Saints. Michael Thomas is out, and all eyes are on Alvin Kamara and then also Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston. Who's going to be the quarterback? What's going to happen? Marquez Callaway, I was down at the New Orleans Saints training camp, and he was the one who was getting all of the attention in camp. Traquan Smith is going to line up opposite him, but I really do think if you're looking for a guy you can get late in drafts who can make an immediate impact, it's going to be Callaway. Mark my words. I said what I said. Save this clip so we can run it later in the season.
Yeah, I have snagged Marquez Callaway in a few drafts, so I'm definitely on board with that one. But you call me a little bit of a USC homer. I don't care. I'm looking at Amon-Ra St. Brown, the rookie for the Detroit Lions. And this was a guy who in college was a physical receiver who was good at making tough catches. And now he lines up there in Detroit having a very good camp and is looking potentially like the number 2 target in this offense behind TJ Hawkinson. In fact, with Jared Goff at quarterback, the name Cooper Kupp keeps coming up, that maybe he can be the new version for Goff of what Kupp was for all those years in Los Angeles.
Fight on, Marcus. I'll add on to that because I'm going to go with Nelson Aguilar, who is an annual tradition of mine as a deep sleeper. So why not keep this thing going, man? The problem is the sleep isn't as deep as it once was, but I do think you can do worse than Nelson Aguilar right around pick 150 on fantasy ADP, according to NFL.com.